Emmett, baby, why don't you just tell your wife that you slept with Lala, aka Dominique? Honey, through the whole episode, you were sweating like a Hebrew slave, okay? You were sweating like grandma cooking fish on a Friday, okay? You were out of control nervous this whole episode. Because I'm telling you, if your daddy don't tell her, your mama probably will. You might just want to spill your own tea. And dude, you don't know if you want to be a savior or a gangster. You guys, The Shy is back, season 4, and we're talking about episode 1. Let's talk about it. Hey, did I mention I'm your girl, Carla? Let's go. What's up? It's your girl, Carla, and I am back for another review of course, our favorite show is back. My favorite show, your favorite show, The Shy. And we're in season 4, episode 1, okay? Now, this episode was called Soul Food. And I didn't quite understand it, family, until I started watching it out, and it had me laughing. I'm not gonna lie, okay. But before we get into, talking and cracking up and kikiing, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you won't miss an upload from your girl. Because we're talking about this episode. Well, this season of The Shy. Who doesn't like The Shy? You're watching this, so I know you like The Shy, okay? Don't forget to subscribe as well. Here we go. Episode 1, Soul Food. Now, family, it was a lot that happened last season. They brought us full circle. So, we know that Kevin is now sleeping with Gemma. Gemma is his girlfriend. And, the problem with Gemma and Kevin is Gemma, Kevin, y'all think y'all grown as hell. It's one thing to sneak in and kind of, try to get it in and then leave. Kevin, why the hell you spending the night at Gemma's house? Why are you on creep mode? And your ass got caught. Okay? He got caught by Gemma's daddy on the ring or the video camera, whatever they on. He got caught trying to creep out the house only for him to put his clothes on and go ring the damn doorbell. Now, I just knew that Gemma daddy was gonna open that door and get in his ass, but he didn't. He played it so cool. He really did. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I started laughing at, and y'all know this definitely has to do with the times we're in. Gemma daddy asked Kevin, "Hey, Kevin, did you see the news today?" Kevin said, "I get my news from the shade room." I will say this, though. Gemma, you need to be popped in your damn face. You got a smart ass mouth. You really do. Your dad asked the question. Why you're asking him that? Did he ask you, little girl? Did he ask you, little girl? No, he did not. He didn't ask you a damn thing. You better keep cooking, frying them eggs, making that bacon, whatever you was doing. But her little smart ass mouth, I said, I would have popped the shit out of her. Like, who you talking to? Pay some bills in this damn house, and you can say something about what I'm saying to your little boyfriend who creeping out my damn house. Hell, that I caught. But I'm playing it cool. Okay? Next, we get Papa. Papa works at Smokies, which is we all know that's Emmett's restaurant, and he gets his first check. And Papa was like, "So I can't wait to be employee of the month." And Emmett was like, we don't have that. We don't have employees. He was like, man, what kind of place don't honor their employees? Man, that's why y'all be having these high turnover rates and stuff. Y'all don't appreciate shit. And he got a point. He got a point, family. I'm just saying, he got a point. But Papa says, okay, well, since I got my first check, let me get a number 1, number 3, a red, no, he said strawberry pop. And then Emmett said, well, damn, you work here, you get a free meal, but that don't mean go crazy. And y'all, Papa, my boo-boo, he said, man, it ain't all for me. You know me and Maisha. You know, we have breakfast every Friday together. Aw, that's so sweet. He's just a sweet, boy, I hope he like that in real life. Like, He's just the sweetest little boy. I swear, somebody gonna do him dirty and turn him terrible. But you know what? He is all good with Maisha. And Maisha, I like her. But anyway, so that was cute. So then we see Emmett at his restaurant. And of course, his wife walks in. And he says to her, "Ooh, baby," there she go. "Baby, let's make another baby." She's like, "I already have a baby by you." And he was like, "Well, let's make another baby." I was like, Remember, you sold your Jordans and all that because you had child support issues. Don't start. Okay, but she ain't on that. Okay, wifey is on something else. So she walks her little ass back to Lala, aka Dominique, big booty ass. And y'all can't tell me Lala ain't got some work done. Don't come for me. I said what I said. Anyway, she walks back there to Just Booty and she's like, "Hey girl, so yeah, my connect is down or whatever. I need you." And she was like, "Girl, you need me." She's like, "I can't just be putting weed and in food, And I was like, that's what she want? She want her to basically make, like, instead of weed brownies, put weed, fried chicken with weed in them and stuff. And I was like, okay. And Lyle was like, "That ain't what I do. I don't know how to do that stuff anyway. I mean, I'm sure I could learn, but, it ain't just dumping a whole bunch of drugs and weed and stuff into, the fryer. You gonna have people hyped up in here." And she was like, "Okay, well, I guess. Here come Emmett. Emmett, y'all talk about me?" Oh, that's right. Emmett nervous because remember, you guys, last season, he slept with Lala. He slept with Dominique. So he's thinking every venture, every time he hear a talk or whisper, he's thinking that the cat's out the bag. He's thinking like, okay, she's telling on me. And I'm like, well, that's what you get, because you should have been honest from the start and said this was what's up. But keep watching, y'all. Keep watching. We're going to talk. So wait one damn minute. You mean to tell me La is sleeping with Emmett's daddy when she just slept with Emmett? Girl. You keeping it in the family, ain't you? I mean, my God. I was like, okay, so Emmett daddy walks through the door and he's like, "Hey, boo," all up on her. He was like, "Yeah, that's my lady." And then Emmett was like, "So now you with her, what is she, you and been through about 3-4 wives, what's going on?" And he was like, don't worry about it. And then La takes him in the back and says, "I need to tell you something." And he was like, "You ain't pregnant, are you?" And she was like, "No." "Yeah, right, nah." And she tells him like, "Hey, I just want you to know that it's a triangle going on here. I slept with Emmett and now I'm sleeping with you." And I was like, "Well, I'll be damned." And he was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Oh, okay." Darnell was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "Well, he told her dick ain't got no rear view." He told her dick ain't got no rear view mirror. It kept it pushing. So Emmett rose up. I'm sorry, Darnell rose up on Emmett. And he said, "Let me tell you something. Let me holler at you. He said, I just want to let you know, we in this triangle, bro. Why you ain't tell me you smashed that?" And he was like, "I told her don't say nothing. He was like, "Don't get mad because she calling me Zaddy now." Emmett was like, "Man, everybody gonna find out. So as Emmett daddy is leaving the restaurant, Emmett mama is coming through the door. And she says to Emmett, "Keeping it in the family, huh? Sleeping with your daddy and then she was sleeping with you." I was like, "Emmett, they gonna blow up your spot. Your daddy or your mama gonna blow up your spot to your wife. If I were you, I would just tell her. Please tell her, because I can't, like Lord, the rest of this episode, y'all, he was just sweating. He was nervous as hell. I said, that's what you get. Your pain and got you in trouble. That's what you get. So, y'all, next we get Gemma and Jake, Gemma, and Kevin. They're walking, leaving school, whatnot. And Gemma is so angry, baby. She just black power. She just Angela Davis. She just so militant. And she was like, you supposed to be supporting me. We're in this movement together and all this. And Kevin was like, okay. And he was like, well, I'm trying to be here for you. He was like, but I don't want to debate all the time. I want to love you. I don't want to debate you. And she was like, oh, you said you love me. And he was like, well, that's because I do. What's wrong with that? Y'all, Jake had me on the floor dying. He said, I ain't never told no bitch that. He said that in front of her. I was like, you got your damn nerve, Jake. And he kept walking. Like, I said what the hell I said. Okay, so next we're in with Duda and Candy. Candy's name is Roslyn. Okay, that's Duda's wife in the show. So they roll up on Tracy. Tracy is a mother who has this organization for children who have been, murdered, basically. So she has this organization that she runs, and she supports the families of the victims and all that, and mothers. Okay, so and might I say, baby, Candy coat was sharp as shit. Do you hear me? I said, who do your wardrobe, Candy? That coat was cute. It was fire. I said, I need that. But okay. So they roll up on her, and she was like, okay, what you want? Because you ain't shit but a gangster in a suit. So what you want? I know who you are. I know you ain't got people killed, popped off, whatever. What do you want? But in the back of her mind, she feeling dude. She likes that rough, tough. She feeling him. Candy gonna say, oh, wait a minute. What the disrespect? She was like, you ain't getting no damn respect. You ain't shit but a gangster in a suit. You don't get no respect around here. What do you want? So Duda is basically telling her like, oh, we want to help you and support you. Let's have a meeting. Let's sit down and talk or whatever. And she's like, whatever, Ninja. Yeah, okay, we're going to sit down and talk, whatever. We ain't got shit really to talk about. He really trying to do this more or less as I'm doing things to help the community and help our people. He ain't doing shit, girl. But anyway, so we get this scene that was so very profound. And I know a lot of people watching this will have mixed emotions. And here's why. So Kevin and Jake, they got off the train. Okay, but before that, on the train, Kevin left his uniform on. Jake was taking his off. And Kevin was like, dude, the uniform ain't that bad, basically. He was like, man, I don't want to be in I don't want to be in the hood, in the neighborhood with this, whack ass uniform on. So he takes it off on the train and puts his, his hood and whatever on. As they're walking through the neighborhood, this guy, it's not a guy, this young boy approaches. Basically, he started bagging in on Kevin about the uniform he was wearing or whatever. They said they didn't want any problems. Okay, Jake and the boy had a verbal altercation. It was going back and forth, whatever. All of a sudden, and I swear, I saw the police looking at them. So I didn't quite understand, if the police was already looking at you guys have a verbal exchange of words, why didn't you ask both young boys for ID? But anyway, police approached and asked Jake and Kevin, who were walking past, for ID. Jake says to the police, man, I ain't giving you shit. Man, go on somewhere. That cop flipped, when I say flipped Jake over so damn hard on that ground, he slammed him to the ground and committed to whooping Jake's ass in front of everyone. And then Kevin's stunned. He's standing there, but he's not doing anything. He's standing there. And then he says, after maybe about a minute, he says, "Hey man, is that necessary?" And the police draws his gun on Kevin and tells Kevin, "Get down on the ground, hands behind your back." In the midst of this, Maisha and Papa roll up and they videotape. Maisha records it on her phone. Now, I guess the question is, and I need to pose this question. The question is, in that instant, should Jake have just given the ID to the police instead of walking past like, it's not that serious? Why do I need to give you my ID? Because that was Kevin's brain. Kevin kept walking like, but then when the cop said, "Your ID," Kevin did say, "Hey man, just give me your ID." And he said, "I'm not giving him shit," basically. What would you guys, what would you have done? Would you have just given the cop your ID, or would you basically went through an assault or altercation, whatnot? And for Kevin, that was a hard pill to swallow for him, because in that instance, it's like, did I do enough or did I not do enough? Or, it was like, what should I have done? Or was there nothing else for me to do? Because he got a gun drawn on him, but he watched his friend basically get beat up and then thrown in the police squad car. What do you think? Leave it in the comment section, because that was really, really deep. And to be honest, that's real. That's what our youth deal with, go through. Not even just youth. We know our adults. We know men. We have so many stories right now to tell. If not your own, the media, what would you guys have done? In Kevin's point of view, what would you have done? So Keisha is pregnant. Okay, you guys remember she was kidnapped last season and raped, held captive and everything. And she, of course, from that became pregnant. She is looking for an adoptive family. And she's there with her mother, Nina. And they're at this husband and wife's home. And they're considering them for adoption. The shit went all wrong. And it was falling apart. And you couldn't help but see it falling apart, and you couldn't help but ask the question. So Nina was commenting. Nina, who is the mother, she was saying, "Oh my God, your home, your decor is so beautiful." And to the mother who wants to adopt Keisha's baby, and she was like, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "You know what? I'm willing to help you with your home. If you would like, I would love to help you." I caught something. The husband says, "Yeah, my wife is always trying to help someone. I never see her because she's always helping someone." Okay. And I'm sure Keisha caught on to what the husband said, because Keisha says, "Let me ask you guys something. Are y'all good?" The mother put on this facade. "Oh yes, we're good. Why would you say that?" Keisha said, "Because I'm feeling some tension between you two. I don't think you're good at all." Now, Keisha's mom, Nina, was like, "Keisha, stop prying into their personal business." But I was with Keisha. I heard what your husband said. Your husband said, "You're so busy helping other people, he doesn't get to see you." What does that say about me letting you, relinquishing my rights and you adopting my child? Like, do you have time for my child? That's what my first thought was. So Keisha and I were on the same page, because hell no, they ain't together. Not at all. The wife says, No. And no one wants a baby more than me. Your husband chimed in with, wait a minute, us. Nobody wants a baby. And I says, something going on. Cause she's speaking like she's single up in this mud. So then she says, well, can I talk to you for a minute outside? She tell the husband that. And I said, y'all ain't got, either they not together or they going through something, or one of them want the baby, another person. Now something was up with that, clearly, because they were falling apart at the hymns. They were falling apart. So you guys, after the police brutality, we get Papa, Maisha, and Kevin at the restaurant, at the restaurant. And Papa says basically, Kevin, what do you think we should do with the video? Because they watched it on Maisha's phone. Kevin says we should delete it because Jake would not want someone seeing him getting sweated or assaulted by the police. Papa says, nah, I think that we should leak this video because of the injustice that was done to our guy Jake. Like, it's not right. We should shed light on it. Kevin said basically like, y'all stupid, and that's the wrong thing to do because nobody would want to see that. And and that got me to thinking, because at this point we see Kevin smoking and he, drinking, and he basically is struggling with the fact that, did he do enough? All this crap, all this shit that's on him is so heavy. Did he do enough? Did he help his friend? Did he hurt his friend? And a part of me almost feels like, do you not want the video to be published because you didn't do anything? You stood there and that's a constant reminder that you didn't do anything? Or do you not want it published because you truly feel like your friend, and your friend wouldn't want to be seen in that type of light? I don't know. But we know that he's going through, he's definitely smoking, he's definitely drinking, and it's a heavy burden on him. But this is where I laughed again, you guys. We switch gears to Emmett Daddy Darnell. Baby, why did Darnell walk through the door with a VCR and a damn VHS tape talking about something he want to watch Soul Food? And I was like, who got VCRs? Like, he came in like on like a hype move or something. He came in with a VCR up under his arm. Like, I got a VCR, and he got the aux cables. And this fool, Lord have mercy. He says, yeah, y'all. He said, I got VHS. I'm from the old school. And I said, well, damn, I still got DVDs, but VHS player, VHS, get out of here. But anyway, so Emmett says, okay, amen, I'm gonna help you hook this up. He said, I don't even know how to hook this up. He said, because my TV's so old, it got the aux cables in the front. Darnell. No, God, you got a 90s TV? No, God. I bet you be hitting that shit you be hitting it on the side when it be scrambling. Y'all, Darnell Daddy is hilarious to me. It's like he a jack of all trades. He a hustler, but I'll be damned if he didn't have him sitting there watching Soul Food. And I'll be damned if they wasn't on the part where Terry was going off because family had messed with her man. It was the irony of it, y'all. And then the crazy part was Emmett just sweating. Sweat just pouring from him. And she was like, cut him. Emmett was like, cut him. Cause see, that's what he get. He should have just been truthful. He should have not even did it. Oh, dummy. And I was like, oh my God. Like, it was like Emmett's life is about to blow up in front of us, basically. Emmett life is about to blow up in front of us. But that damn VCR took me out. It did. So we winding up with Candy and Dura come to the restaurant to meet with Tracy. The boldness of Rosalind, aka Candy, is just unfathomable. Like, I don't understand. So she picks up on Tracy admiration for her husband, and she says, you know, you want to bang my husband, don't you? And Tracy was like, excuse me? She was like, don't worry, I don't mind sharing. What? I was like, okay. Oh, okay. Like, oh, Lord. I guess. But dude, I end up, he actually has to leave the meeting. He doesn't really even get to stay to talk to Tracy. He sits down and then he gets a call. He really doesn't get to meet with her because he gets a call to let him know that Jake is in the hospital and he's there basically because of, the police brutality he incurred. Baby, when I say Victor was pissed about his brother being in them shackles, they had Jake cuffed to the bed. I was like, wait a minute, the police beat his ass. What do you mean? The police had him cuffed to the bed like he was a criminal, like he was the one who was assaulting the police. And he was a teenager who got beat up, police brutality, and y'all got him cuffed to the bed. Dude, I was like, if y'all don't uncuff him, he was like, I'm gonna have y'all asses and y'all jobs. He was like, do y'all know? He told the police, do you know who I am? He's like, if you know who I am, then take these damn cuffs off of him. He didn't do shit wrong. So Victor was like, this was never supposed to happen to him. I mean, when I say Jake eye is closed, his right eye is closed shut. He, knows his butt. Like, it's just, he looks bad. And Victor is like, I hate the police too, but he's a kid. This was never supposed to happen to him. And dude, I was like, don't worry, he ain't gonna have no criminal record, because they was trying to charge. He was like, he don't need no criminal record at his age. And he was like, well, that could be fixed. He was like, you the mayor. You ain't shit. You the mayor. You can't do nothing about this. These police are walking around here whooping kids' ass and taking names, and you not doing nothing. Why? Because part of you is gangster, and part of you is the damn savior. And I'm like, I just can't do that. I cannot. I can't. Okay. I can't. So, the crazy part is we roll to Keisha. I mean, not to Keisha. Yeah, we do. I'm sorry, we roll to Keisha. And the lady comes, the lady who wants to adopt Keisha's baby comes by herself with some good ass Garrett popcorn. Oh, I love me some Garrett's popcorn. Oh, yeah. Ooh. You know what? I need to go to Chicago. Maybe I'll take a trip to Chicago over the weekend or something. But I just love Garrett's popcorn. But she come with a pail of Garrett's popcorn talking about peace offering. So then Keisha invites her, and she was like, well, what's going on? First of all, you hear you ain't got your husband. But she comes in and she's like, I just wanted to be honest with you. My husband and I are going through a divorce. But I wasn't trying to lie to you. What the hell? Yes, you were. Yes, you were. She said, I told Mark to come over to meet you that day. So, is that not keeping up appearances? That's a lie. That's not your real life. That's not your true life. You called your husband, who you are actually going through a divorce with, to come and keep up appearances. This baby will not legally be his because you're going through a divorce, dear. So by the time Keisha had this baby, like, are you kidding me? Keisha was like, it ain't surprising me that, he did the upstanding thing and showed up for you. But I want my child to be raised in a 2-parent household. And basically, bitch, because you lied and now you trying to come clean, because how long could you keep that up? every single time I'm meeting or I want to see you, it's just you. Where your husband at? So you was gonna have this baby by yourself? No husband, because you're going through a divorce. Like, that's crazy to me that she would try to keep that up. And then she's like, I wasn't trying to fool you. What were you trying to do? She's like, I just really want a baby. I just really want a baby. You ain't gonna get it lying and fooling and trying to, fool her. But Keisha dismissed her, and she was like, you can go about your business. You tried it. You tried to goop me. And I ain't shit to goop over here, because my child need to be in a 2-parent household. I come from a household of divorce. I ain't trying to have that for, he or she. You can go about your business. But you can keep the Garrett's popcorn can stay. Then we roll, we rolling with Kevin. Kevin going through a lot. Kevin rolls to the hospital to see his guy, Jake. Now, this is where I was like, because Jake, when he first saw Kevin, he was like, oh, what's up, man? About time you came, brother, about time you came. And then Kevin was like, man, I don't really like hospitals, He was like, I don't like hospitals either, but, it is what it is. So Jake makes the comment of, I wish I could have just walked away with my uniform on. And Kevin says, all you had to do was show your ID. And he said, but at the end of the day, I had to get on the ground too. And he basically told him, like, it may have looked like I walked away, but I feel bad. Jake ain't hearing it. Jake said, you could have done something. You could have recorded it. Or he was like, well, Maisha recorded. He's like, well, damn, Maisha more gangster than you. She helped me more than you did. And I was like, okay, Jake, a part of you, I know you mad because your friend didn't help, but what else could he have done? What more could he have done? You know what I mean? Like, you wanted him to throw hands, but throw hands with what? The police? Okay, y'all both could have got killed. I don't know what he wanted, but Papa shows up and says, okay, we back. 3 Musketeers back in effect, because Kevin was like, I'm about to leave you alone with your anger, I feel bad enough as it is, that everything is going on. But Papa tries to come back, smooth things over, like, because Papa did leak the video. He leaked the video and whatnot. And, of course, Jake but it was like, at the end of the day, Jake ain't mad about the video being leaked. So for me, it was kind of like, okay, Jake ain't mad about the video being leaked. And Papa felt like you have to do the right thing. So Kevin, did you not want the video leaked because you didn't help protect your friend? I don't know. That's a hard, like I said, that's a hard thing to swallow. But at the end, you guys, we do see looked like Victor was beating up somebody. It was like a setup, because Victor and his boo set up somebody. It was like, here he come. And then at the end, they show Victor beating up someone. Not sure who it is, but this episode really kind of picked up where it left off. And it's entertainment. Definitely, I would say overall, this episode, it was a B. It was a B. I mean, it was a B, maybe a B minus, maybe a B minus, but I enjoyed it. I already know it's going to pick up. It's going to have some really, really good scenes and episodes. But you guys, thank you for watching this review of The Chi Season 4, Episode 1. If you like my commentary, please like the video, hit subscribe, don't forget the notification bell. And most importantly, leave your comments below on what you think of The Chi, the series, the episode 1. Or what do you think about, Jake and Kevin's friendship, or Lala getting it in the family? What do you think? Or, hey, Keisha is adopting her baby. Never would have thought that Keisha would have even wanted to keep the baby, because it's a child of rape. So, let me know your thoughts on this episode, please. Again, my name is Carla. If you like this want to subscribe, please do that. Okay. Until next week, I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.